We took apart the app and assessed the source code to see how it was actually functioning on mobile phones and to see what it was connecting with. And when we did that, we saw the permission layer that the phone was requesting was significantly more than what they had said they were doing publicly. And users gave them that permission as part of the terms of service as well. So when the app is in use, it has the ability to scan the entire hard drive, access the contact lists, as well as see all other apps that have been installed on the device, which is significantly more permissions than it really needs to operate as a social media video sharing app. And so when we put that to TikTok, they weren't particularly clear about the degree to which they were using those permissions, but they were certainly there on the phone itself. We also studied how it was communicating with the rest of TikTok's infrastructure. And under close examination, we saw it connecting to servers around the world, including in China.
Yeah, so the report found the app seeks almost complete access. Did you find evidence that it's actually harvesting data?
So because we can only see parts of how the app was functioning, we can only show what the source code says and see where the data is being sent to. We don't have visibility over exactly what's being pulled. All we can say is that TikTok grants itself permission to pull that data.
And TikTok has issued a statement saying the IP addresses in Singapore, the network traffic does not leave the region. What's the strength of your evidence that the information is being sent back to China?
So we're not entirely clear as to what they're sending to China, only that the phone regularly connects to servers in China. Now, TikTok wasn't clear as to how their entire architecture runs. They say they host all user data in the United States and Singapore, but under close examination by every cybersecurity product we threw at it, and we threw over a dozen products at this app, every single time we saw it connecting to servers in China.
Do many other apps seek access to as much data as TikTok does?
No, there are apps like calendar apps and your email apps and things like that that request similar levels of visibility, but social media apps don't need to be able to see every other app you're running on the phone. And so TikTok needs to be held to account through our privacy rules to set expectations as to how exactly we want them to operate when Australian users are connecting with it.
And again, TikTok has responded to this report saying TikTok is not unique in the amount of information it collects, which is less than many popular mobile apps, in line with industry practices, but you contest that.
I would contest that taking those permissions as a default set of access requirements for using their app is more than it needs to do. They can afford to be a lot more granular in how they do that, and there are a number of apps that are a lot more specific in how they and a lot more open about how they collect data. And TikTok has been deliberately difficult to get straight answers out of during our engagement with them over the last few days after we shared a copy of our findings with them.
And what do you say to people who say, I'm not doing anything dodgy on my phone, I don't care, the app is such good fun, I'll proceed with it anyway?
Sure, and as long as that decision's informed, I don't mind. But I want people to be informed about the decisions they're making. People should have to make risk-based decisions about the apps they use on their phones, be it a Chinese-owned one like TikTok or a US-owned one like Facebook. But I want users to be able to make informed decisions. And when social media apps and the companies that run them aren't clear about how they operate, then I think it's up to people in the media and in the security industry to evaluate what they're saying and introduce facts into these discussions so users can make better decisions.
Robert Potter there.